Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome to a best of 5 between two of the highest level players in the world. And not just that, it's also being played on new maps, which are absolutely wild, by the way. So we have herO here in the bottom right, spawning as our red Protoss player, and in the top left as our blue Terran, it is Clem. Playing for Team Liquid, of course, Clem. Now this map is called Insomniac Dose and is the nightmare of the average KKK members. There's lots of mixed bases over here. Look at this. 3 blue, 3 gold. 3 blue, 3 gold. 3 gold, 3 blue. Ritual speaking guys just everywhere. Look at this crap. They're everywhere, man. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. That's progress. Now, the reason why this is because the new... The theme for this Team Liquid map contest, which is the tournament this was played in, for the map makers was freestyle. And that means that the map makers can do whatever they want. And when map makers get to do whatever they want, they apparently want gold and blue mixed base. Look at that little monster logo over here. So what's this guy doing? Freaking... Wait, is he drumming on a marine? That is the body of a marine, isn't it? That's the upper body. He's using his shoulders as drum pads. What the hell? That's dark. Imagine working at Blizzard and this is what you had to animate for the day. You know, you come home from work, your wife asks you what you did all day. It's like, well, you have the little doodad you can place on the map. I created a panda who uses his underwear as a helmet and is drumming on the upper body of a marine and using the shoulder joints as drum pads, while dry humping the torso. When's the last time your wife ever asked you what you did that day? What the hell is this guy? What is this? Twilight God. It's gonna be like a blink all in. Maybe TTs. Maybe just a blink all in. And then I guess the plan here is to expand to 5 bases that have gold minerals. Like, that usually is the plan for herO in general. When there's a map with gold bases, you're just gonna take the gold bases again. And it's glaives. Okay, I've never seen this before. That's a wild build, though. I dig that. I really do. So, how good is this against Cyclones, one might ask? And then one might answer, I have absolutely zero clue. I don't think I've ever seen the interaction of Glaive Adepts versus Cyclones. And the logical kind of response here for Clem seems to be to just continue building Cyclones, right? Or do you want to get a tech lab and get a tank out? I'd say one more Cyclone. I don't understand why he's moving the factory. Is he thinking about building Banshees? Has he not scouted? He hasn't scouted. He's gonna get an SCV scout now in towards the natural. Well, he's not really gonna get it in though, is he? He's not really gonna... Saw the lack of a nexus though. Doesn't even have a bunker yet. And this guy has not scouted very well at all. Let's face it. Where's that Cyclone? Where are you? Oh, he's waiting for an oracle to pop out. Okay, so it's going to be a siege tank produced. Then we have a tech lab that's going to be for a Raven because he's afraid of kind of blink. If it's not blink, it's probably DTs. There's no bunker on the low ground. There's no bunker on the high ground. That's kind of wild. He's also seen 3 adepts out already, which doesn't smell like blink. It really does smell like DTs. It really does smell like DTs. And here we go. First adept shade in, finishes up. There's no tank out quite yet. This is over. Depot is gonna get raised here, as these bad boys are going to go on top of this little Cyclone and will take out the Cyclone. There's no new unit in production on the factory quite yet. Like, legit, if there would have been a bunker here, either on the high or on the low ground, I think this would have just been straight up game. I really believe this. And even now, this looks kind of okay for Clem. Yes, I said that it's probably over, but it might actually not be over. If these adepts just get taken out and Clem just sits on one base for a little while, isn't he just winning? He's up in workers, his production is fine, he's gonna have 1 tank out at least. Oh, come on, use the Marines to kill that bad boy. Yeah, there we go. 8 SCVs have died. There's no follow-up here. Now, the scary thing for Clem is that he doesn't know whether there's going to be more adepts or if there's going... Ooh, don't finish this, right? That'd be pretty crazy. Yeah. If there's going to be more adepts or if there's like an expansion behind this, it is going to be more adepts for now. And the follow-up is... I think I saw a Dark Shrine somewhere, no? Has it been cancelled? I guess after he spotted the Raven, he decided against it. There's once again no bunker on the high ground, which is... This is one of the 7 deadly sins. This is greed. This is greed and sloth at the same time. It's 2 deadly sins at the same time. Auto turret can now be placed down. Should be placed down ASAP. I mean, Clem just holds. This has been one of the worst defenses I've seen in my entire life. Which probably makes the build that herO played legitimately the worst build I've seen in my entire life. If your opponent can mess up 4 or 5 times in major ways and you can't kill them, sure, it's easy to complain about imbalance, but it's much easier to just say, hey, maybe the build sucks. Like, if I pull my first 12 probes across the map and my opponent kills 2 of his own SCVs accidentally by A-moving, and then I still lose, I could say, wow, freaking probe rush can't even kill an idiot that makes big mistakes. But the actual solution to your problem is to not probe rush anymore because the build is garbage. It's the same here with this Glaive Adept attack. This build freaking sucks. It is terrible. Look at the amount of gas he has in the bank. Like Clem legit left the door open for his opponent to come in. Like Clem left the door open. And now he's doing it again. Like he's literally making mistake after mistake. I mean, at this point it's probably fine. He can fight it. Well, can he? Well, can he? Yeah, he can. I mean, this is just unsafe, but it still is going to work. So it doesn't matter at all. Like this build is absolutely terrible. This build was was awful, awful build. herO here is warping in 4 more adepts. There are as many tanks right now as there are adepts practically. They're freaking 3 tanks versus 5 adepts. That math doesn't check out completely, but in a second or 2 it will. The tank here is attacking the pylon as well for banter. A couple of shots. All the turret gets thrown down. 2 colors get hallucinated. And Clem convincingly wins game number 1. Our next map here is Sugoma, but we have the A capitalized, which gives you the hint to read it backwards. And that means that this map is actually Amongus, which is a meme based on the popular indie game Among Us. I don't quite know what the meme means. I just know that people below the age of 22 love saying Among Us, or spamming memes of the guy dancing or of the guy standing there, like the Among Us character, the one with the helmet. You know, the red one I think they usually use. I don't quite understand the memes. I'm out of touch with pop culture. It happens once you reach the ripe age of 26. From there on out, it's all over. So if you're 24 or 25 right now, enjoy your last few months of being in touch with pop culture. After that, yeah, it's over. Maybe you get back in touch with it once you get kids. You know, you have like your second youth basically through your kids. 3rd puberty, as we call it. There's actually such a thing, I believe, as second puberty, where in like your mid-30s or your late 30s, your voice just deepens. You start growing hairs on your chest. I guess you have that early already. Start growing hair out of your ears, out of your nose. That's when you have to buy a nose trimmer. Well, not a nose trimmer, a nose hair trimmer. If your nose would continue growing, you need to buy a nose trimmer, you'd have serious issues. I think you just need to get surgery for that. I don't think we have equipment yet that you can buy over the counter. Sure, my nose keeps growing. Oh, don't worry, just get the nose trimmer. Shaving off a couple of centimeters of your nose at night before going out. Make sure that the ladies aren't scared by your large nose. Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense to me. What is this battery placement? Look at that, it's blocking that 1 mineral patch. Not a fan of that herO. I'm a fan of this Reaper though. As, what the hell is this map actually? Oh, look at that. 5 gold patches. I'm not gonna pay attention to the Reaper, it will get nothing done. Cancel that statement, holy crap. Gonna get 2 kills. Oh! Could have gotten 3 actually. That's 2 kills. That's a lot. Because he also forced out a battery, or well, a battery got constructed. And he built double marine at home. Don't think he should lose marines here. Probably could lose an SCV though. He's also gonna lose marines. Not pulling 2 SCVs. Ooh. Felt like an angel. One of these guys can drill him to death. Nope. Reaper's gonna come in, so 2 marines went down. I think 2 marines for... Oh. Oh. 2 marines for 2 probes, a good trade usually for Terran though. The problem now is you get mine from the low ground. Oh my god, he lets him in. A little bit slow there with the race. He's gonna lose 1. Wait, did he just drill him? No, I guess he wanted to repair him. Loses 2 SCVs. This is real bad. herO here is kind of styling on his opponent, huh? Look at that. Look at the Stalker go. Nothing to do with that. Cyclone's about to pop out. And will pop out. That recall, will it work? I freaking hate when I recall a unit and then it ends up dying. I don't think anything feels worse in life than recalling and then, you know, then you lose your unit and you lose the 50 energy that could have been invested into a, I don't know, into a chrono boost or something, or a super battery later on. I freaking hate that. And also you lose the cooldown on the recall. I often forget if I use a recall in the early game that I can't recall. So I'm out on the map like an idiot. Boom, he's in my main. It's like, ah, no worries, there's a recall. And I'm dun dun dun. No, there's not. And then there's no recall and I lose the game. Darker can be so much fun sometimes. Oracle's dealing a lot of damage here. 4 worker kills. It's a good start for herO overall. 8 worker kills versus 3. This is usually how I judge how well a game is going as well. I check how many workers I've lost, how many workers my opponent has lost. Then I divide that number by 2. I take the square root of 7. And do that to the power of the difference between these numbers. And then usually Terran is ahead. Because Terran generally is ahead in PvT. That's not a, you know, I'm not whining. I'm stating facts. Being an objective journalist. Reaper's gonna try to find a way in towards his natural base. Not gonna find it. Might get a pro kill though. That seems out of position. 1, 2, 1, 2. No? Am I crazy? That seems off. No? Too far away from me. So the distance usually is 3 between the closest mineral patches and the nexus. This feels like 2 pylons could fit here, no? 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm probably wrong. It is what it is. Blink is being researched for herO. What does that mean? Means he's gonna get stalkers out most likely. Probably wants to move those out on the map at some point. Yeah, still a lot of damage, but it still doesn't look so great. Once again, that's the square root of 7 coming into play there. Freaking hate these types of slow zones around the bases. This is just good for Zerg and Terran. No one wants to say it, but it's just what it is. Like, Protoss is the race that uses the air units the most and rotates out. Whenever Terran goes in for a drop, they usually just are planning on losing the drop anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We want to escape as well, and it sucks both ways. You know, Zergs never drop, so they have it the easiest. God, I hate Zerg. Stalker's now moving out on the map. We have charge and the armor upgrade. Ooh. Yes. If he loses this medevac drop, that would actually be extremely bad. Because that's really the only pressure that Clem has out on the map. He has like no units at all. Clem is also seriously supply blocked. Here we go. And here comes the fly, and that's 3 mines. We have no armory, mind you. Recall is available. Don't think it's going to be used. Oh, he sniped something. He sniped Stim. Oh, wow. Did he also snipe combat? He sniped both of the tech labs. Loses 8 workers. I feel like that's a good deal, though. I think I'd be happy with this as a toss. Am I? Because you're gonna get a lot of freedom. You know your opponent doesn't have a 3rd CC, so it's not like he's gonna out-eco you anytime soon. There is a Phoenix out on the map, which means that these 3 mines will end up dying, as well as the medevac. So really, we're looking at a trade here. This wasn't just damage. This was a trade, and it was a trade where 3 mines and a medevac end up going down. Come on, son. Oh no, don't lose the Oracle. Okay, loses a Stalker. Okay, can revelate now. Okay, so 8 supply versus 8 supply, or versus 10 supply. So it's not the end of the world. It's not a great trade because I don't think you should lose 8 workers, but it's fine given the fact that there was no 3rd base for a very long time here for Clem. Clem is just being outmined. Stim combat still so freaking far away. Like, the moment you kill a tech lab with Stim, that means you basically have another 2 minutes to do whatever you want. Like, you can be jerking off for the next 118 seconds because that's how long it takes for the freaking Stim to come back online. 18 seconds for the tech lab, 100 seconds for the Stim. It feels so freaking good, let me tell you that. I once had a game where I sniped Stim twice. Twice in a row. God, that feels good. It's like you get an entire extra early game, except you're already in the mid game, and only your opponent is still in the early. It's a complete mismatch there. I freaking love it. They'll start their 2-2 before Stim is done. Oh, I hate my life. Yeah, it really sucks for them. Good for us though. Good for Protoss. No third gas, no sorry, no fourth gas yet. So this is a low gas style. Hello? Good lord, this is a move. Oh, well, it's gonna need to turn back now though. Doesn't have Stim yet, and here come the Zealots. It's just gonna go in towards the natural. I think that's a very good call. Stim finishes in 10 seconds. These are very painful 10 seconds. Look how slow this army is trying to get back in towards the net. As these Zealots are going ham already. Now, we are a little bit surrounded here. It's probably gonna blink over, isn't it? Yeah. Gonna lose every single Zealot. At the same time, it's gonna end up killing like 10, 12, 13, 14 workers probably. Has another warping going in on the left side. What's the gate count? 8. If the gateway count was 10, I'd say this is over. herO is winning really hard. But as it's only 8, now comes the scary timing. And this sounds stupid because it feels like speed is of the essence, but I don't actually think it is. I think what is of the essence is getting 3 ghosts. If you get 3 ghosts here as Clem right now, and you wait for another wave of mines, and you make sure to clear the edges, life's going to be pretty good. This Oracle pops on in. It's going to get another couple of kills. That's actually pretty nice. 5 kills is actually quite a bit as well. And he doesn't lose the Oracle. This is an advanced move that not many people, have power over. Most of the time you see the Oracle go in the mid game, they end up losing it. That's what I tend to do. Like, oh, let me get 2 SCV kills and give you 2 Oracles for free. Oh, herO already wants to be aggressive again. He can't. He probably wants to, this is the Sun Tzu art of war. Feign to be strong when you're weak. Pretend to be weak when you're strong. And right now, Storm isn't done yet. It seems like a pretty wild fight for herO to take. He just lost 25 supply for free. Yeah, I still believe that Clem should wait for his ghost, but right now he's up 50 supply. That was not a good fight at all. You just pretend to be strong. You don't actually take the fight. When the other guy starts hitting you, it's when you run away. That's pretty much the entire point. A bluff. The other guy can't call your bluff, and you're pretending like he didn't just do that. You have to give up. Ooh, this is a nice run by though. No, Clem, don't go back. What? You had him by the balls. Oh. Like, this is gonna get cleaned up by Mine Marine Reinforcement Ghost before the main army even arrives. He used an entire stim for this? And this is one of the things I usually compliment Clem on, is saying, hey, he's so good at knowing when he can continue pushing. This was a free win. Absolutely a free win. He could have killed his opponent while dealing with that threat. And now herO, he's like, wait a second. You're just gonna F2 back home every time I attack you. Let me base trade you one more time because I am out-mining you. I am going to be getting better upgrades. I am teching into the double robo right now. As we see this base being taken. What the hell is this? Is this just a base with 4 gases? That is actually really cool. That is actually insanely cool. What the hell? Okay, we have a stim in over here. Good split. We're gonna get into a bit of a base trade. No armory yet. It's actually painful. Mines didn't borrow in time either. Could have killed 3-4 workers or 3-4 units there. No, not having an armory here is painful because it means that these mines are not going to remain invisible. Of course, the armory eventually probably would have died anyway, but that's a story for another time. There are so many bases out, though, for herO, and we have Templar. In a base trade, Templar, cannons, and batteries. These are some of the key units, especially if your own main base gets breached as a Terran player. I actually think herO is somewhat ahead right now. Not saying he's really far ahead, but he's going to recall these probes out as well, so his mining is going to be better. He's going to have more bases, more mining bases, but also just more bases in general, I think. He has a good defense here. Isn't he just winning? Isn't he just winning? He's also going to have better production because he has a gate proc seat. Nice. This thing ideally would have gone down. It's not so great to have that thing stay alive. Does it fly slower through the slow zones? Yeah, it does. Look at that. I didn't even think of that. I guess it affects everyone equally, even buildings. That's really cool. I remember at some point when you would build in the slow zones, buildings would build slower. But I also could have made this up, and that it isn't actually true. And then would that mean that in speed zones they would build quicker? Imagine a proxy like that. I can't recall if this was the case. In my mind, something like that happened at some point. Ooh, this orbital here is being sniped. Clem decides to go for a little bit of a base trade, maybe? No, maybe? Yeah, Clem a little bit indecisive so far in this series. Well, at least in this game. Not a huge fan of it. herO very decisive, but wrong. I think I'd rather be decisive and wrong than indecisive and wrong. If you're indecisive, you're actually never right. You're always wrong. Look at this pylon seeing absolutely everything. That's hilarious to me. It's like, that pylon. What's it gonna do, you know? Well, you could warp some stuff in. You never know, Chief. Uh-oh, here comes a flank. Here comes a Templar. Feedback on one of the ghosts. Another feedback on another one of the ghosts. We have another feedback available. That's 3 feedbacks on 3 ghosts. Well, 1 feedback per ghost. Ooh, this base... He just walked around the base that's well defended. It was one very well defended base, and one base not at all. Oi, oi, oi. No EMPs being used as these storms are connecting in a huge way. Double Immortals, and this is going to be it for this game, 100%. Yes, herO wins map number 2. Despite him technically having lost it after the terrible fight in the middle, Clem did not decide to push in, and as a result, herO ties up the score. The next map is going to be Gold Dust. It's an interesting one. Do we have any cool features? This looks actually like a fairly standard map, no? What the hell is this? Oh. This is a healing spot. So you can send units here so they get healed. And I guess they also get repaired, maybe? It's the infirmary. Or the repair bay. That's a nice word, infirmary. I like that. That's a very nice word. I think that means hospital for military personnel. I'm not sure about that. Sounds very pretty. It's my new favorite. What is this? It's like a gas station or something? Oh, he just has like different pictures on the little decals on where you're supposed to put the nexus. That's cute. Oh, this looks really nice. Much better than these ugly squares you sometimes see. Although I do like the squares. I like this as well. Aesthetically, a very pleasing map. You know, you can talk crap about maps all you want, but in the past 4 years, map makers have gotten increasingly better at making maps just look aesthetically very pleasing. Like, these maps are becoming so much better. Like, just for the eyes, you know? We had some butt ugly maps in the past, but these days, I also feel like the lighting on a lot of maps is good. There's still a couple of stinkers in there. I think in the current map pool, Oceanborn has like this underwater glow that I really don't like. It makes everything look, I don't know, not as strong as it should be. Also makes it difficult to create thumbnails. You do some manual work, manual labor, rather than just pushing up the saturation to the max, which is the trick that everyone uses. Look at this, you even see some light. You see like the angle of the light change in the map. You see that? Like a glare on the screen. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh, I didn't even know that was possible. Maybe my screen is just dirty and it moves around the map. No, I think there's a glare here in the middle. And then you have the dust. That's the gold dust. I was gonna say, oh, it's like a volcano nearby, but it's gold dust. This is near a gold mine. Nice detail. Eye for detail is so important. I really enjoy this type of stuff. Ooh, SCV there didn't quite get the scout. We have a fake pylon proxy. And we have a real starport proxy. This is the beauty of Clem. Now someone else might get tricked here. It's like, oh, there's a missing pylon. Life is going to suck. Clem just doesn't think. So he's like, oh, I'm just going to proxy my cars. Have a good time. That's exactly what he's doing. A sentry as well? Adapt sentry. This build is something else again. Is this a supply block? No, he's just not building the next one for some reason. I mean, if this was an Oracle proxy, the game would legitimately just end. Oh, no, it wouldn't! Because he plays triple Hellion drop into Cyclone. Clem is a genius. He respects everything. God, what a respectful guy. Now move out with these Hellions. Go across the map and get that medevac pumping out of here, son. God, what a cool build order. I give this 5 stars. 5 out of 5 stars. This build is the best. Like no build ever was. To catch them was his real test. To train them is his cause. He will travel across the map, looking for some probes. Bow, bow, bow. There goes the revenue for this video. Another copyright strike on my channel. My singing is so deadly accurate, you wouldn't want to know about it. Ooh, this is a good spot that he's found here. Takes the wrong turn though. There's three stalkers just waiting in the middle of the mineral line. Ooh, 4 kills. It's not enough, is it? Is there serious pressure coming back at him now? This is like playing tennis with a wall, you know? The ball always comes back. And if you hit it very hard, the ball's going to come back very hard. And he hit the ball quite hard. All right? Blink's already finished up. You have a prism on the way out as well. It's going to be late though, but the blink is fast. That's really the only thing that matters to me. It's going to be a real quick blink actually. Two adepts, 5 stalkers. Let's go. Oh, big blink forward. Misses this shot there on the meta. There's no bunker once again. Clem playing the challenge versus herO without bunkers. And he's up 2 workers, which really means he's up 9 workers. Don't forget that, because Terran has mules. Oh, that's a big up. Still not building a bunker, though, is not just confusing, but also, quite frankly, bad. There's full vision here for herO, and you have this weird little jump up spot. I think he might just use it here. Yeah, he's definitely just gonna use it here. Very nice movement. herO. That was real tight. That was really tight, actually was. I massively enjoyed that. It's gonna lose a stalker anyway. The next tank is on the way as well. We're gonna get another 4 stalker warp in though. That is serious. That's some serious crap, you know that. Yeah, ooh, big blink forward. Another big blink forward. That's the medevac on. That means that these Marines are not going to get healed all that much anymore. Or at all, I should say. Tank is sieging up. Still no bunker on the low ground. That means that the high ground now is vulnerable with no new tank on the way. That also means that, well, probably Clem is just in a world of trouble. Look how big this main base is. Holy crap. There's a marathon in here. It's gonna blink forward right now. It has the 10 stalkers. 11th was warping in. Good target fire by Clem, but having 8 Marines versus 8 stalkers usually doesn't quite cut it. Auto turret does get thrown down. herO slow with the control here on the stalkers. SCV pool coming off the line as well. Don't forget that actually herO needs to win the game right here, right now. He probably is going to, but he doesn't have a follow-up. There's no third base. There's no nothing. Still no bunker on the way. In a way, Clem could just give up the natural. Of course, he isn't aware of that. Tank now moving down, blink forward here. Yep, we do get that as the observer gives vision absolutely everywhere. I think that herO might just end up taking this game. Wants to blink in towards the high ground. Is going to get there. Another 4 stalker warp is going to bring total up to 10. Is that correct? 12. Oh my god, I can't count. Starport under some heavy fire. We don't have combat shield quite yet. Next tank on the way out. Never builds a tank, or never builds a bunker. Even a bunker on the high ground would be huge, so you can leave your freaking tank downstairs, but that's not at all what's happening over here. And once again, we have this tank in this semi-position, not really defending anything that well. GG's gonna get called. Clem taps out, and herO puts himself on match point. Up next, we have the Crimson Court, which is an interesting map. Beautiful one. Look at these trees, man. Holy crap, look at these trees. Rich Vespine guys are over here. Not a huge fan of it. Gold minerals blocking this line expansion. Oh my god, this is... Oh, this is like a Golden Wall-esque vibe. But not really. There's 3 areas of the map, is that correct? Yeah. Oh. Ooh. It's kind of hot. Wow, okay. So, look at this. We have our main line, okay, through the middle of the map. This is open. It's 2 lines really, okay? So you have this lane and you have this lane, okay? Puff, puff. Then you can open up the top lane either by clearing these gold minerals. I bet it's like 12, 14 each or something. You have rocks here. You have debris or rocks or whatever. Double. Oh, it's doubles. It's doubles as well. I wonder how much armor they have. I can't see it on this overlay. And then the same thing happens towards the bottom side. So there's 4 lanes total, 4 main lanes. And only the first Nah, I guess the first 4 bases can be taken in the regular lanes, but with serious vulnerabilities here on the sides. No, don't do this to me. Oh, you prick. I hate you so much. No, I want to see this map. Why? I want to see this map in action. He's gonna Void Ray all in or something. Or Gateway? It's not gonna be Void Rays. It has to be. Or like the... Oh! That was the worst position I've seen in my life. Hello, Clem? Oh, he's gonna kill the probe and then I guess turn around. I wonder what the correct call is here. I guess you kill the probe, you continue pure marine production, don't start a reactor, factory, second gas, bunker on the low ground, bunker on the high ground. Mine or cyclone first? I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. You could also build a bunker here. This is what they used to do. It was this close. You'd pool like 7 SCVs, continue marine production, and you just kill it. But there's actually nothing you can do as a Protoss. Unless you have a Zealot. But there was no Zealot. So the game legitimately would have ended. Clem way too slow here with this move. Way too slow with this move. Void Ray is going to be built. It's going to lose the first marine for free, which is really bad because that means he's also going to lose the second marine. Oh no, shouldn't finish that. Nope, should not finish that. Good call here by herO. Very good call here by herO. Is now going to try and deny the low ground CC as well. Oh my god, Clem he's fumbling this. Absolutely. Fumble. And there's no chrono boost on this Void Ray. I guess it's gonna come in now. I mean, if this bunker doesn't finish up, the game just ends. Well, yeah, kind of. Kind of, it does. Oh, that's a good surround. Holy crap, freaking Warcraft 3 player Clem over here. With some tidy-whitey surrounds. Is that what you call it? That's underwear, isn't it? The tidy-whiteys. A tight surround. Very nice one. Ah, the Void Ray's dead. No, it's not. Get out. So, like, I would not do this. He's probably playing with like 120 ping as well. Dude, I'd be pooping my pants even if I had negative ping. What the hell? You just turn that around real fast. It's probably gonna lose it eventually, but keeping that alive, it forces some units to stay in the main. We have a Nexus on the way, so this is not very committed. Well, I mean, it is kind of a one base all in. So that's always going to be fairly committed. There's a Void Ray coming in from the side right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Gonna try and get this Cyclone. It's not just gonna try, it's gonna succeed. Try and thou shalt succeed. Although it loses one of these Void Rays. Oh, I thought there was a Marine in here. Because I saw it occupied. Hey, you should just properly chase now. What? It's like 2 shots away from dying. Clem is making some... yeah, a couple of stinkers in this series. Really a couple of stinkers in this series. Some very large stinkers, I think, in this series by Clem. Just the way that this Void Ray, first of all, went up, and then the defense has been completely subpar so far. He's still in an okay spot. The bunker now gets constructed on the high ground. He's kind of misunderstanding the situation here. Low ground is just holdable. He's seen an Oracle pop out. Literally all you need to do is just repair the bunker with just pull down 3-4 workers and you should be fine. Get some of these Marines in there, yeah. I'd say just transition out of here. Now, it's easy for me to say because I have full info, but the moment you see 3 Stalkers and an Oracle, you know most likely there's a Blink or... actually, I would just think there's a Blink transition. I don't think I ever would have considered a charge transition. But then again, I'm also not a Terran professional player, so I don't have to consider these things, you know? I can just sit back here and backseat Clem all I want because I never have to worry about any of this crap. I mean, this is very weird, though, to research charge while you're getting a lot of Stalkers out. Either way, you're getting tanks, and tanks, I think, are just a fine way of dealing with this problem. Bunker is going to end up falling. Really not the end of the world. It just doesn't matter so much right now. You have the bunker on the low ground, which is important. You have the 3 Vikings. A good move here would be to send 1 Viking across the map for some counter-harass, as well as some scouting. Like, it's so valuable to have that. You know there's not going to be a lot of air units, because you know there aren't. Like, do you really need all 3 Vikings at home? If you can get a scout off with a Viking on whether there's a 3rd base, that's huge. If you can kill like 5-6 workers, that is massive as well. As we're getting more and more Zealot Warpins here. Clem actually in, I think, a pretty decent spot now. Just needs to hold this. Now, that sounds very easy. I know that's not going to be very easy. He's trying to transition. He's kind of supply blocked. Trying to transition into something. Can't afford to lose the bunker, and so far isn't. He's gonna have slow Marines, though, against fast Zealots. It's all going to be about the Marines being in position. And now the Stalkers, they made sense. Because this... Oh, he spotted that Zealot warp in. He spotted the Zealot warp in. Hello, downstairs. We need to move downstairs then, Chief. Maybe he didn't see it? No, he saw it. He's building a wall. He's pulling the boys. Vikings need to land as well over here. We'll do that indeed. As SCVs are being pulled. This is an okay defense. Tanks from the high ground can still come downstairs. Mules, of course, not really helping at all over here. 10 workers have gone down. He's still up 3, though. He's still up 3 workers. Clem in a phenomenal spot right now. Absolutely phenomenal spot. As we have the Void Ray coming in from the side. We have the tank here. Should just move towards the high ground. Yes, I love this position. No, stay down. What? Went up in the air here with the Vikings. That was serious tanking as well as damage output on the ground that he now doesn't have anymore. SCV's being pulled off the line. No auto turret yet being used. Here we go. Will get utilized now. There's still a bunker on the low ground. The game isn't over yet. But holy crap, is Clem trying his best to lose it. SCVs need to be pulled towards the bunker ASAP. They're a little late and this bunker is going to fall. I don't think we have enough production. Maybe with a hold position on the ramp with the SCVs. There we go. Good hold position, Micro. Control is very good. 22 supply versus 31. As these mines are going to connect with everything. Mines should unload right now. Or unburrow, whatever you call it. Move into the bunker. There we go. Could even give up the natural here temporarily. Doesn't get to lift the depot though. Not in time. This is so close. I don't think Clem realizes how close this is. But he's legit. Like, if he holds in any way, shape, or form, he just wins the game. And he could hold with 23 workers as long as he holds, but he's not gonna hold. Oh my god. Lots of unforced errors here, for sure. Or I guess they're not unforced because herO, you know, he always forces the errors. This has not been the greatest series in the world. herO does get the win here on these new maps. It often feels like as well that on new maps, now I'm not sure if this counts for everyone, but for me, whenever I play a new map, I notice that my actual decision making gets worse as well. So it's not fair really to judge because the map is so confusing. Even just the new look of it, you know? I just noticed that because my brain is doing other things, my actual in-game decision making becomes significantly worse. Even if there are things that have nothing to do with the map. Like these situations had nothing to do with the map, but Clem just responded well, in a kind of a terrible way, which I don't think he usually would. And I really suffer from similar issues, usually on new maps. I'm like, well, this map is new and I suck on it. And then you're so busy thinking about like map features or, you know, just insecurity, basically. Like you're playing overly something. Your brain is like on full power. And then there's not enough power to make good decisions anymore. And I think that's just what happened here. Clem with some uncharacteristic blunders in this series, allowing herO to get the win. Really, this series was a 4-0 in favor of Clem, game theory-wise, but it ends up going 3-1 in favor of herO, and the score is what matters in the end. So, well done there. That's going to be it for me today. Thanks all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see all of you next time for a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.